Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you all of the cabin options available on Marella Discovery 2. We've just come back from a holiday aboard the Marella Discovery 2, and while on board I managed to film in the majority of different cabin styles, so if you're going on a cruise or if you're just curious, I'm sure you'll find this video really interesting. We'll start off with an inside cabin, and the main feature you'll notice is this cabin doesn't have a window, but we stayed in this kind of cabin and it wasn't a problem because all we really use the cabin for is sleeping and showering. Now you will notice there's not much room at the end of the bed, so that's worth bearing in mind, but those beds will convert into a twin and then there would be more room to get through to the bathroom, which is small but adequate, but you will notice that there is a shower curtain. This room is a different layout and there is a fixed double bed in this room, but everything else is pretty much the same. All rooms have a safe, tea and coffee making facilities and also a hairdryer in one of the drawers. If you don't mind not having a window but prefer a little bit of extra room, the Inside Plus cabin has a couple of extra meters squared of space. Some have a sofa bed and some don't, and so it's quite noticeable when you go in one of these cabins, especially the ones without the sofa, just how much extra room there is. It does feel quite a bit different, but the bathroom is virtually identical. Some people will prefer the option of natural light, so the next option is an outside cabin that has a square porthole window. The actual cabin itself is virtually identical to the inside cabin. There's 1 meter squared extra space, and this cabin is set up with a twin bed configuration, but everything else feels almost identical to the inside cabin. In this cabin, the beds are pushed together to make a queen size bed. Now you will notice there's a chair there at the end of the bed, giving a lot more space. The room itself is identical other than that. But in this room, you'll notice there's a sofa at the end of the bed. Now that does give for less space to get around the end of the bed, and there doesn't seem to be any reason why some rooms have a sofa and some have a chair. There's no indication on the deck plan that that is a sofa bed, so I'm not quite sure why some have a sofa and some have a chair, but everything else, as I said before, is almost identical to the inside room. Next we'll get to our first major upgrade, because all of the balcony cabins and above had a refurbishment in 2024. Now this deluxe balcony cabin has a floor area between 15 and 16 meters squared. Out on the balcony you'll find 2 chairs and a table. There's a sofa bed and a queen size bed that can be converted into 2 twins. And when we get into the bathroom, you'll notice that there is a glass shower door rather than a curtain. Because I filmed these rooms on the last day, not all rooms were ready, so I couldn't get access to every single different type of room, so I haven't got video of single rooms or some of the accessible rooms. And if you look at this picture here of the deluxe balcony cabin and then compare it to a standard balcony cabin, the main difference is there isn't the sofa in front of the patio doors, and so as a result that gives you a little bit less floor space, but other than that the cabin is identical. This is our final look at a deluxe balcony cabin, and really the only difference is that the beds have been pulled apart to turn them into 2 twins instead of pushed together to make a queen size bed. We're moving on next to the junior suites, and these are all found on deck 8. They're much larger than the other rooms with an area of 21 square meters, and obviously that gives you a bigger balcony. So when we look out here, you can see that there are 2 sun lounges, 2 chairs and a table. So if you're somebody that likes your balcony, that's a lot different. Then when we get back into the room, you'll see there's a few more facilities that I'll go into in a second, but the bathroom itself doesn't actually seem that much bigger. This is an accessible junior suite, and you can see that there's been provisions made to make it wheelchair friendly. There's ramps over the lip of the patio doors so you can get out onto the patio. And then when we get into the bathroom, you'll see that that's quite significantly different. There's no step. There's an automatic door, so you can press the button and the door will open, and then there's lots of handrails, and there's no lip around the shower, so you can get straight into the shower without stepping over a step. For every room that is junior suite and above, there is a suite service included. So if you have one of these rooms, you get 1 continental breakfast in bed per person per week, a free pressing service for up to 3 items during your stay, and you'll also get a coffee machine, slippers and dressing gown, upgraded toiletries and a choice of pillows. I've included this rear junior suite because even though it looks fairly similar inside to all the other ones that we've seen before, the big difference is that because it's rear facing, there's a lot larger balcony that looks out over the stern of the ship, so it's a great place to sit and watch as the ship pulls out of port. There are 2 family suites on board Discovery 2, so let's go into the main bedroom first of all, where you'll find the double bed that can convert into 2 twins. There's a bath in the ensuite bathroom with a shower over the top. All of these suites do include the suite service that I mentioned earlier. Then if you go across the corridor, you'll get to the second bedroom that has 2 twins in it. This is serviced by the second bathroom that has a shower in it. And then finally, we'll get to the main seating area, and that will convert into a double bed as well. And finally, you've also got the balcony. If you want some extra luxury and don't mind splashing out, then a grand suite will be just for you. In here you get a lot more space. There's a sofa bed in the corner, and the floor area measures 32 meters squared. You've got the large queen size bed, again that can be converted into twins, a large balcony with 2 sun lounges and a chair and table. And then different than all the other cabins, there's a separate dressing room area. So in here you can keep all your clothes, and there's a dressing table to sit and pamper yourself at. The bathroom is noticeably larger with a walk-in shower. This grand suite is almost identical other than being a mirror image, but the sofa bed is pulled out and set up, and the beds are also pulled apart into their twin configuration, just so you can see the difference. The penultimate cabin style is the executive suite. There is a floor area of 47 square meters, so it is pretty huge compared with everything that we've seen so far. There's a queen size double bed, and the sofa bed also is queen size as well. Then there's a dining area, and outside a large balcony. Then if we move through into the large bathroom, not only is there a shower, but there is also a bath. The most expensive room on the ship is the Royal Suite. Now unfortunately I didn't get access to this, so I have to make do with a picture, but you can expect to find a grand piano and a whirlpool bath and a king size bed, and the overall area of this cabin is 92 meters squared. Now there are virtual tours on the TUI website of all of these cabins, so if I've missed anything out that you want to see, you can go and check that out. I hope you found this video useful, and if you want to know more about the Marella Discovery 2, then check out my other video, which is a full ship tour, and I'll put a link for that down below in the description. If you have liked this video, then you can do me a really big favour and like and share it so lots more people see it. But all that's left now is to say, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.